Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Drew is the new Shiloh manipulator exploiting Willow's cult mentality. General Hospital, GH. Spoilers reveal that fan outrage is growing stronger when it comes to one character and his downright villainous turn. Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, started out as one of the good guys, but he's joined the show's list of baddies as far as many viewers are concerned. Of course, we're not giving Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, a full pass for her own mistakes and how she's treated Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell. However, Willow's ability to make her own decisions has arguably been affected by her past cult mentality. Although Willow was ultimately able to see Shiloh Archer, Kobe Ryan McLaughlin, for the dangerous man he was, she's not seeing it with Drew, at least not yet. Drew is basically a new version of Shiloh since he's become a wolf in sheep's clothing. Willow sees Drew as her hero when he helped blow her life sky high. It was uncomfortable to watch Drew whispering in Willow's ear about how Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, was manipulating her, especially when he's been manipulating Willow most of all. In the January 13 episode, Carly called Drew out for pushing Willow past the point of no return, so she'd have no one else to turn to later. Drew is preying on Willow's desire for a savior and exploiting the cult mentality that she perhaps never truly escaped. What Willow really needs is some intense therapy to overcome her past, not whatever Drew is trying to offer her. If GH writers think they can sell Drew and Willow as some grand love story, they're wrong about that. This feels manipulative and gross on every level. There's still time for Willow to redeem herself if she ultimately wakes up and gets professional help, but Drew is just disgusting and without hope. Plenty of fans would rather see Drew get killed off since he's gone so far downhill as a character. We get that Willow was desperate to get her children back, but Drew pressured her into using Michael's medical proxy as blackmail and was basically running the show. Controlling Drew would barely let Willow speak and was hesitant to even leave her alone with Carly. Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, was the one who talked Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, into compromising, but Willow was quick to give Drew all the credit instead. Drew is still accepting praise for being Willow's hero when he doesn't deserve it. General Hospital spoilers say Drew's manipulation could get worse, so stick with us for more story predictions and updates on any other terrible news that's brewing. As the intricate web of General Hospital continues to evolve, fans are being introduced to yet another complex layer of manipulation, this time at the hands of Drew Cain. While many fans may have thought that Drew was a hero in the making, his recent actions are pushing him into territory reminiscent of some of the show's most notorious villains, including Shiloh Archer. Could it be that Drew is the new manipulator, using Willow's vulnerability and her past connections to a dangerous cult for his own gain? The answer to that question may be more complicated than it first appears. The reformation of Drew Cain. Drew Cain's character has undergone significant evolution since his arrival in Port Charles. Once thought of as a mild-mannered military man with a heart of gold, Drew's motivations have recently become murkier. His relationship with Carly Corinthos has placed him in a morally gray area, particularly as he becomes more involved in the darker side of the Corinthos family's business dealings. While Carly has always walked a fine line between right and wrong, Drew seemed to be more of the stabilizing force in their relationship, but recent developments suggest that he's not as innocent as he once appeared. Drew's past is a tapestry of betrayal, trauma, and manipulation, especially concerning his memory loss. He has struggled with his identity, making him susceptible to others who would try to control or use him. Whether it's been through his relationships with other characters or his business dealings, Drew has often been led astray by external forces. However, in a shocking twist, Drew may now be the one pulling the strings. Willow's cult mentality. Willow Tate's connection to the Shiloh Archer and Dawn of Day cult has been a significant plot point in recent years. Her escape from the clutches of Shiloh and the subsequent revelations about her past have made her a figure of sympathy and redemption. However, the psychological scars left by her time in the cult run deep. Willow's vulnerability makes her an easy target for someone who understands her need for love, acceptance, struggles, and belonging. Particularly her battle with infertility and her difficult relationship with Nina Reeves have created a perfect storm of emotional distress that Drew seems to be taking advantage of. As Drew grows closer to Willow, he appears to understand exactly where her vulnerabilities lie. His genuine concern for her, combined with his ability to speak her language emotionally, puts him in a prime position to manipulate her in ways she doesn't fully recognize. The more Drew understands about Willow's past, the easier it becomes for him to exploit her lingering cult mentality, her need for a strong figure to guide her and offer her structure. As Shiloh once used this very same tactic, Drew's own machinations seem eerily similar. His intentions may seem benign at first, perhaps offering Willow a sense of stability and purpose, but as his influence over her grows, so too does the risk that he could become another figure who controls her emotionally. Drew's motives: protecting or exploiting? Drew's manipulation of Willow doesn't seem to come from a place of malice, but that doesn't make it any less dangerous. While some might argue that Drew is simply trying to protect Willow from the lingering effects of her past, others will see his actions as self-serving. As Drew's relationship with Carly continues to develop, his motivations become more suspect. Is he trying to protect Willow from herself, or is he trying to keep her close in order to further his own agenda? It's important to remember that Drew has his own baggage. His recent estrangement from his son, Oscar, left a void in his life that he's struggled to fill. His deep need to protect the people he cares about, especially in the face of overwhelming loss, has driven many of his decisions. Drew's emotional entanglements, however, may cloud his judgment and lead him down a dangerous path. His recent interactions with Willow show signs of a bond that could easily be manipulated, especially as she grapples with the aftermath of her trauma. In Drew's defense, he may believe he's helping Willow come to terms with her past by guiding her through her emotional struggles, but his actions may be more self-centered than he realizes, as he continues to weave himself into the fabric of her life. The deeper he goes, the more control he could gain over her decisions and behavior. The return of the manipulator, Drew's power play. While it's easy to dismiss Drew as a victim of circumstance, there are key moments where his behavior begins to mirror the tactics once used by Shiloh himself. Shiloh used his charm and control over Willow to make her feel as though he was the only one who truly understood her, while also manipulating her into doing his bidding. Drew is a far more charismatic and nuanced figure than Shiloh, but the similarities between their methods cannot be ignored. Drew's latest involvement with Willow suggests that he may be leveraging his past history with the cult and her emotional turmoil to cement his place as a key figure in her life. It is a delicate balance, one that could tip into unhealthy territory if Drew isn't careful. But like Shiloh, Drew is highly intelligent, and he knows how to use people's vulnerabilities to his advantage. Willow's strength: can she break free? The central question in this storyline revolves around Willow's ability to regain control of her own life. As she grapples with her past trauma, her ongoing struggles with her relationship with Nina, and the revelation of her connection to Drew, Willow may be at a crossroads. Will she recognize the manipulative behavior before it's too late, or will she continue to be swayed by Drew's seeming compassion and emotional connection? The road to recovery from the grip of a cult is never easy, and Willow's journey may be far from over. As Drew becomes more entwined in her life, the stakes will continue to rise. It is entirely possible that Willow will be forced to confront her past and the people who have used her, including Drew, in order to reclaim her own agency. Conclusion: the growing manipulation. Drew's role in Willow's life is becoming increasingly complex, and it remains to be seen whether he will evolve into a true villain or if he will find redemption before causing irreparable damage to Willow's emotional state. The delicate dance of manipulation, control, and influence is a dangerous game, and Drew seems to be walking a fine line between caring for Willow and exploiting her vulnerabilities for his own purposes. General Hospital is known for its ability to craft morally ambiguous characters, and Drew Kane is rapidly becoming one of the most intriguing examples. As the drama unfolds, fans will be watching closely to see whether Drew will follow in Shiloh's footsteps or find a way to redeem himself before it's too late for Willow and for him.